practicals in this course, we were using a Linux machine. You can use any Linux VM, and I'm using the CentOS 7. You can use any Linux distribution, and you can use your any Linux VM on your desktop, or else you can use the Linux VMs on Google Cloud Platform or AWS, any cloud platform you can prefer. Here I am providing documentation on how to create AWS instances, AWS CentOS instance for our lab purpose. Similarly, I am providing a video on how to create instances on GCP. So you can choose any environments for the lab setup. And here the prerequisites for this course are Linux. So assuming we all have Linux, we'll proceeding with the course. So before getting into the hands-on, make sure you're good with the Linux basics so that you can execute all the scenarios easily.
Taking a VM instance on Google Cloud and connecting through SSH PuTTY. So let's see, just go to cloud.google.com. Okay, here we can create a free account, Google Cloud account. So just click on try it for free. Here you have to give your email ID and just confirm and just proceed ahead. Let me give some email ID. Next, and log in to the account. So here you have to create a free account, choose the country and agree the license, agree the terms. And here this is no auto recharge. Here we need to submit our account like a credit card details. Like when you click on agree and continue, it will ask for the account type, give individual, and then give some address, all your details, and as well as the payment method like your card details. Here nothing will be deducted, it is for free. And there is no auto renewal or no auto recharge. So you can give your credit card details, some like a $1 or some minimum amount will be deducted, even that will also be credited back, and you can create a free account. So once you create this free account, so this is my account which I have created. Once you created it, just go to the menu, go here for compute engine. Okay, once you click this compute engine, you will be on the VM instances page. Just click on create instance and give some instance name. Let's say CentOS new is the instance name, right? Give some name. Let's say this CentOS machine, I'm going to create CentOS virtual machine. So give CentOS 1. You may choose some zone or region or leave this default. Here it will be 1 CPU and 3.75 GB of memory. You can leave that as it is. And here see, by default it's showing some Debian, GNU or Linux. Just click on this change. Choose whatever virtual machine you want to create. I want to create CentOS 7. So choose that and click select. Okay, and yeah, you can leave everything same. In under firewall, select both of them, allow HTTP traffic and HTTPS, and create. So your virtual machine will be created. You will be charged you will not be charged unless it is up and running. You will be charged while it is up and running only. And also see, it will show you like you have this much in credit and 351 days left in your free trial. This is free trial. Okay, it is showing that it's charging you some 19,000 rupees. Like it's a limit you have. Okay, the amount is not deducted, but till it becomes zero within this 351 days, you can use it for free. It's not deducted yet. Okay, it will not be deducted also. It's still a free version. After 1 year, if you want, you may go for renewing it, and then amount will be deducted. So it's a free account. So now you can see this, you have got the internal IP address and also external IP address for your machine, and it is if you want to start, just give this, and yeah, it's already started, it's up and running. Okay, and this IP address, external IP address, is nothing but with which you can connect to your from your PuTTY and all, and whereas actual IP address of the machine is this one. So done. If you want, you can open it in a new browser. So you will see this browser terminal. Here again you can work with your terminal from browser. This is one way of doing it. But suppose, let's say you want to work it from Putty, means you want to connect it from Putty. You can also do that. See, this is how you see. This is the username of your cloud account and you are here. Now, let's say I want to connect from Putty. To connect from Putty, just download Putty. Putty and PuttyGen download. Go to Google and give this. So just you can go to any link, let's say go for this ssh.com. Right here you can use this link to download PuttyGen. Okay, once you download this, you will have Putty and PuttyGen installed. If you see in your search, see, you can see Putty and PuttyGen. Okay, both will be installed. You can download and install them. Once it is downloaded, if you want to connect it to Putty, you need to generate the key. So give PuttyGen. Go here. Okay, initially you will see no key. Click on generate a public or a private key. Click on generate. So it will generate some public and private key in a minute or two. This is required to connect from Putty, from the client. Rather than working on the browser, you may work on your Putty. So generate the key. It may take a minute or two. So once this key is generated, here we can see the public key. So here in the key comment, let's give the username. So this is the username which we see here. Just copy the username and give the username in the key comment. And we can save this private key and public key. Save private key. It will ask some file. Just give some file name. Let's say Putty private key. Just save this way. Similarly, save the public key as well. Putty public key. So save this. So done. And now this public key, just copy this public key. Come to the compute engine. Under this compute engine, you can see metadata. Go here and click on SSH keys. Here click on edit. Initially we don't see anything, just click on edit and enter the add item and then just enter the here. And save it. So it was saved. You need to save the public key here. That's all. It's done. And now to connect from Putty, launch the Putty which we have installed and give this external IP address here. Just copy this external IP address. Copy. Now in this Putty, under this host name, give the IP address. And here on the left hand side you'll see SSH. Expand this, click on auth. Here private key file for authentication. Here we need to give the location of the private key file which we have saved just now from PuttyGen. So just click on browse. On desktop I have saved it by name. Also here choose all files. So you can see that Putty private key. This is the one. Just open, right, and done. Open. So you can see it works on the Putty. Click on S and it will give you, just give the username as the username of your cloud, like this is the one, testing domain 1. So just give the same, testing domain 1. See, it will say you authenticating with the public key, and now we are logged into the terminal. Now if you want, you may change it to the root user by giving sudo su -. So now you become the root user of the CentOS new. The machine name is CentOS new virtual machine. So that's how we can connect through Putty. Connecting virtual machine instance of Google Cloud through Putty. That's all. And this is our machine which is up and running. So if you want to work with any other machine, this is the same way. And this generation, this key generation, like generating this key is only one time job. We gave this metadata information here under this metadata, and whenever you want to create, you create a new VM instance, Through PuTTY you can launch the same way. Just give the IP address, external IP address of that machine, and then choose the private key file. So now you can work on this machine, which is Linux CentOS machine. Thank you.